What's up? So, adapted my training day as I was thinking the next couple days what I want them to look like. So today I'm gonna work up into the snatch. The plan is 110, maybe 115. If I'm feeling really warmed up by then, maybe more. Probably not. I want to at least do 110 and then 145 in the clean jerk. Just one single, nothing else on this day. And then tomorrow, pretty relatively light weightlifting stuff. So a muscle snatch to 80, power snatch is to 100, a push press at 120, and then a back squat at 200. And then Tuesday, just no training at all. And then Wednesday, kind of that big day. I kind of think this is usually kind of the time frame because most times I compete on a Friday. So then, like that Wednesday is like the last day I do weightlifting, which would be kind of today, which is kind of why I changed it. Kind of today, I don't know. It was kind of like going back and forth, but um, quite cold out, so I'm not sure how well training will go. But I'm gonna kind of get one of the heaters going, and just kind of use it mostly for my hands. I'm layered up well enough. I already got my knee sleeves on. I'm gonna wear them for snatches as well, um, just to so I don't have to worry about trying to get them on while I'm out here. And so get the heater going. I've not used the heater yet this year, so it'll be interesting. Um, it's just one, and it's not. What I've realized out here is that any sort of heating thing that I use isn't going to work great because I'm limited at how much electricity I can use. And if I were to able to increase the wattage, then I'd be able to use a lot more aggressive heating things out here. But with the way that it's there's a shed, it's not ever going to be perfectly insulated unless I would like to get it professionally done. So I'm not too worried about ever doing that since I still can go to the gym. But it's not cold enough yet to warrant anything crazy. I don't do that. But with the heat, it will be good. The heater smells a little off, but it will kind of do that usually the first time you have it because it kind of accumulates dust. So it's not necessarily burning out the dust, but it is something to pay attention to because you never know with it sitting for a whole essentially summer since this probably February March last year. I can see my breath a little bit. You can see it. That's pretty dope. Am I from Ohio? What was your hint? The Browns? But yeah. So it's a little bit chilly. I don't think anyone cares how tall you are, Jamie. But um, it's actually kind of crazy that I can see my breath. So it'll be a first time for that. I think it's still in the 50s, so it's kind of weird, but it might be. Um, yeah, it is like it looks colder than it actually is. Let me look up the temperature really quick. So the stream might get disconnected. So it's 47 degrees out. So I don't know why I can see my breath. It's making me seem. It makes it seem much colder than it actually is. But it's, I actually don't. I wonder if it's like something with the air with the light that's right here. I don't really know what that is. It's not cold enough for that. Couple of sec, heat up. Kerosene forced air heater. Now, the question with that is I'm in an enclosed area and I do have slight bits of airflow, but any sort of ventilate. That's why I always would think about electrical stuff or electrical heaters. Is I don't have like ventilation or a ventilation system to let smoke or anything out. So that'd be my only worry about something like that. Plus, it is also for me, it's not really worth it to go to get an extreme kind of thing because I'm not training out here in the winter as frequently. And if I am, it's usually not sessions like this. Today is kind of an exception just because it's later and I didn't want to drive to the gym. And I'm doing a pretty, what will end up being a pretty quick session because it's just snatch and clean and jerk, and I'm not, absolutely maxing them out or anything crazy like that. But um, yeah, I mean, it's obviously some science-based reason. It's weird because it wasn't when I first started the live stream. It wasn't, so I don't know if it's somehow like with the little bit, but it's not. The heater's not big enough. You might be able to hear it in the background, but it's on the shelf towards that direction, towards the door and stuff. So I don't even understand it, but I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to warm up my hands a little bit. Now, one of the biggest keys of training in the cold, if you're doing weightlifting, is just to keep your hands warm. You can layer up enough to get, your body temperature up, but your hands don't really have that ability to maintain that heat because as you get colder, your blood starts to go towards more important organs and not your hands. So your hands tend to, plus you're touching a metal bar that saps all the heat out of it. I actually repainted my shoes today because they're like a camo color originally, but I repainted them. If you see some of my more recent videos, you'll notice that they look kind of like white, and for some reason the chalk, even though they're dry now, and every time I've painted them, they've been dry, the chalk will just kind of like go on them and then stay on them, and I can't like wipe it off. So I don't know what that is. If maybe it like needs to dry for like 24 hours, but we'll see. See if it goes back on. If that is the case, I'm already seeing little pieces there. Maybe we'll just keep repainting them until it's stubborn enough layers on. But I'm not too worried about it, because even with the little white bits of chalk that get on it, it still looks fine, and they work, which is the biggest thing. But let's see. Lace is stuck there. So the plan, like I said, is 110 in the snatch and 145 in the clean jerk. If those feel really easy, if I'm moving really good, I'll push up a little bit more. But just singles and just those two lifts. So kind of just a normal weightlifting session. Just snatch and clean and jerk. Then you have that little heater going, so I get my hands warm. And just be moving and grooving. Getting this old shoe on. It's actually not very old at all. It's only from the summer. Tomorrow will be the last squat and movement in general. Tuesday off. And then Wednesday is Big Wednesday. Alright. I didn't take pre-workout, but I did drink more coffee. So, in a sense, I fed the pre-workout caffeine. But warm my hands up a little bit, start moving the bar. I have something on my arm. Alright. Tea's cold. Yeah, I don't even see my breath anymore, so I don't know what that was. Wonder if there's like stored cold. Stored cold. Who knows? We'll throw this on. I do need to remember my thumb tape's out here so I can use the rest of that roll if I need it. I had a weird callus on the top of my thumb that I was concerned was going to turn into a blister, but fortunately that never came to fruition. Plus, I was able to use the skin. I don't even know. I think they're for feet, but I use it for my hands as well, and just scratch on there. But it's able to kind of work that callus down, which is something that's important when you're kind of dependent on your hands and stuff for a lot of your lifts, is to kind of just work on the calluses and make sure they don't build too high. So once they get too high, then they just rip. you still need them, but the levels, they continue to build up, so they just continue to mess up or continue to, get beat up. All right, the glass is off as well. And if it's super cold, just in general, it's good. Well, probably just use straps, but to keep using, like warming up with the bar, of course, like normal. But the bar will be cold, so you just keep warming up and then take breaks and warm up your hands, and then eventually the bar will be warmed up. As long as you keep your rest periods pretty short, it'll stay pretty fine, pretty warm the whole session. Some athletic tape on the bar that I was using to help grip with front squats. It's kind of gripping my pants a little bit. I don't necessarily want that. So we'll pull that off. Need to brush off the adhesive a little bit, it looks like. Maybe it won't. I guess I'll just, I'll have to worry about it on a different day. Weird. Weird. That cereal, I think he's just trying to be weird. He's banned. Can see why you're banned. Alright. Pump tape's also good to use when it's cold, more so if you do have to, not use straps. It's because the cold your hands and skin will be more dry and sensitive, prone to ripping. So I do kind of have to get that adhesive off that's gripping. Well, I think I'll go with the second best solution, but athletic tape back on and then just chalk it real well so it's not too bad. But that's a weird. I did not think adhesive would stay on the bar. Alright. So 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110. Alright. Moving. Good. Well, the battery died, but 60, now 80. All right. $14. Too many people. All right, 90 now. So 90. Really, two more, kind of. We'll see. So 100 now. No more thumb tape. Thinking too much on that rep, which happens. Let's take this other side's really on. Is that the Focus in. We'll hit it though. Much easier rep. Just tried harder. Thought less, tried harder. All right. 110. Lazy. It's got lazy on it. We'll do it one more time. Set the go. I'm not being aggressive enough. It's so much easier. I just tried harder. We're gonna make 115 on the first try. And try at 20. It's just slight. I gotta do it one more. I was so close. That was a good try. Let's get the finish. All right, one more try. Oh, it's all right. Tried better on that one, but it is what it is. Hit the 110 goal. I just went above and beyond a little bit too much. All right, clean jerks now. All right. $70. $110. I think we'll stop on this one. See how we sleep, and then maybe try these snatches again tomorrow, since we are just training. Yeah, I think I'm not as fresh as I was hoping today. Which is alright. It'd be like that. But we'll stop there. We will hopefully we'll adjust tomorrow. Tomorrow we might go bonkers. So I can feel good for Wednesday. But we'll see. Depends how I sleep and stuff. But that's it for this one. Deuces.